Snow is falling on the Colorado Rockies, and once again, skiers are hitting the slopes. But this scene could dramatically change over the next century as the world warms because of increased levels of CO2 emissions.
There's real problems there, and we see that already today. There are a couple warm
That is CU-Boulder geography professor Mark Williams. Williams just published a new study that paints a future of warmer temperatures, less snow, and higher snow lines for ski areas across the United States.
It is a problem in other areas where it's quite warm right now, where snow line is essentially at the base areas of these ski resorts. We see that in some places in the Sierra Nevadas. There were a couple warm years in the Cascades, and ski areas didn't even open.
Williams conducted the study with Brian Lazar of Stratus Consulting of Boulder. The two combined temperature and precipitation data from Aspen Mountain and Utah's Park City with general climate and circulation models and came up with 3 scenarios for the ski areas for the years 2030, 2075, and 2100. What they found is the snow line climbing up more than 2,400 feet from the base of the 2 ski areas.
If we don't get our act together and reduce CO2 emissions, the air temperatures are going to be high enough that we're going to lose most of our snow resource. Economically, the ski areas are going to fill it, but we're also going to fill that loss of snow because we're going to have a lot less available water for agriculture, for industry, for domestic use.
In the near future, around 2030, most of the ski areas located high in the Rocky Mountains will fare much better than many of the ski areas in California, Oregon, Washington, and the Midwest, which could be forced out of business as temperatures rise and winter snows are replaced by rain.
We got a continental climate here, we get great champagne powder, and we get that great champagne powder because the air temperature is so cold. And so if we raise that air temperature a couple of degrees, which is what's going to happen in 2030, in terms of all the climate models that are out there, that doesn't change conditions that much at Aspen Mountain. And in retrospect, almost all the other ski areas in Colorado, because they're at such high elevation, because the winter temperatures are so cold right now, are not nearly as vulnerable as these other ski areas.
But Williams says even the higher elevation ski areas will need to adapt to the changing climate by stepping up their snowmaking capabilities. He says as temperatures rise, the seasons will start later, end sooner, and more snow will melt during the season.